Thanks, Jasper. Oh, the countdown is going. All right. Hey, guys.
Sino rito ang sumali sa jersey burning?
What up, Julian?
Julian Glendale, hello.
Yun yung bagong yung bagong sikat ngayon, 'di ba? Jersey burning ng t-shirt.
Takes me back to July 8th, 2010.
Unity, let's go.
Hello, guys.
O si AI Emile lumabas ulit. Hello guys.
Oof.
Yun, may nagtanong na agad.
Yeah. Stay tuned.
Yeah.
In 10 minutes. 5 minutes?
Yeah. Onting antay na lang, guys.
Babiyahe pa si VJ, taga Angeles to eh. Kailangan niyo malaman.
Yeah.
Yeah, Julian. July 8th is a day that Cleveland will never forget.
Mm-hmm. I don't know how you guys feel about seeing everyone get all divisive on your feeds again.
Yeah.
Parang, for me, it's such a flashback to, you know, a few years ago. Na parang, I just don't want to go back there anymore. And I know where I stand. I know what my principles and my politics are. But yung seeing the bangayan all over again is just so
Funny.
tiring.
I know. I feel the same way, Stan.
It's hilarious.
Yeah. Ngayon, natatawa lang ako. But back then, like,
No, it's not hilarious to me. Napapagod lang ako. Parang puta talaga, this again? We're doing this all over again? Really?
Yeah, hell yeah. Gotta do the crip walk when Duterte gets arrested and convicted.
Yeah.
I guess. But like, what does crip walking do?
What's up? I'm happy.
Self-satisfaction.
You deserve to be happy. You deserve to be happy about not fucking up at the polls like they did.
Yep.
Ay.
Ina, nagtatanong kung merong ipi-play nito si Emile. No, because we have broken our baby boy. He is in a sophomore slump. You need to find him an easy target. I already suggested Hello Kitty. Ayaw niya. I also suggested Christian. Ayaw niya. Christian was an easy, super easy target this week.
Di tuloy makapag-wake and bake si Emile Neyt.
No, because like that glass was broken for me when he suggested himself. Like,
okay, sure.
Like,
If you say so.
Ano pa magagawa ko dun,
Emile, you're sounding like an apologist. Daming palusot.
Oh. So ngayon, basta pag idea nila, di ka na magreklamo.
I don't know.
Alright, time to shut up.
Broken as hell.
Please hit my music and please. My name is Colin Cash Money Cannon.
What do we want to talk about?
Hey, this is the Cosmic Cactus, Paul London.
You're still just a kid. Hello, WWE Universe in the Philippines. This is Charlotte.
Because mommy is always on top.
What's going on? This is Xavier Woods, aka Austin Creed.
I'm home.
We are pretty deadly. Yes, boy. Yes, boy.
To say his name.
Amen. He appears.
Stan C, the voice of Philippine wrestling, University of the Philippines, Diliman.
Romoran, the fancy dad, University of the Philippines, Diliman.
Chino Liao, Best Gout Machine, San Sebastian College, Recoletos, College of St. Benilde, De La Salle University, International Academy of Film and Television.
Emile Neyt, small forward, the Ateneo de Naga University.
Rowan ASH, bad boy ng dance floor ng Quezon City,
Central Escolar University, Manila.
I love you solo.
Then you're listening.
You're listening.
And you're listening.
And you're listening to the Wrestling Podcast.
And you're listening to the Wrestling Podcast.
To the Wrestling Podcast.
Wrestling Podcast.
The Wrestling Podcast.
And you're listening to the Wrestling Podcast. Yeah.
And listening to the longest running weekly episodic Filipino wrestling podcast. This is the Wrestling Podcast. Stan C. Romoran and Emile Neyt checking in. Kamusta bang wake and bake ninyong lahat?
In this economy.
Yes.
And
Balita ko, mahaba-haba yung biyahe papuntang Hague. Yung alam ko lang Hague, yung nasa Mandaluyong eh. May Hague Street dun sa Mandaluyong. Malapit din sa inyo, di ba, Emile?
Yeah, if it's
San Juan, di ba?
Mandaluyong,
San Juan,
yeah.
No, Mandaluyong siya. Malapit sa bahay ng parents ko.
Yeah.
So, yun lang yung Hague na alam ko. Yun pala yung Hague na napupuntahan ko. Pero balita ko yung totoong Hague, yun. Malayo talaga yun. What a time. What a time to still be alive. You know, again, these jokes that we crack here and there, they're not gonna bring back the people that, you know, were killed unjustly during the EJ case, diba? Pero I guess for those of us who want to feel some form of vindication or some form of, I guess, schadenfreude, diba? Ito lang yung mapangahawakan natin. So we take what we can get, you know?
yeah, I mean, if you are happy about this, be happy about this. I mean, syempre, it's not disrespecting who have been unfortunately slain,
killed,
this war.
Yep.
So you got to take the happiness where you come in, where you get it.
Yeah.
As Drew McIntyre once said, we prayed for it and it happened.
Wow.
Well, even when siya convict, so if that happens, that's we'll be doing the coffin dance.
That's the McIntyre moment. Pero wala pa tayo dun. All right. A lot of stuff happened this week in wrestling. Emile Neyt here says it was a great week in wrestling. So great that he finds no reason to hold Play a Nathan tonight.
You should play Hagen tonight.
It's the last couple of weeks of wrestling has been really good. I will say.
Sa sobrang happy ni Emile Neyt, siya yung magde-deliver ng pizza sa amin.
My SNR like 15 minutes to where I live. So
SNR Nagang. Wow.
Okay, we're expecting pizza tonight. Ano yan ha? Narinig nyo yan ha? It's live and on the record. Magpapa-pizza si Emile Neyt. Siya pa ang personally magde-deliver. Okay. Before we get to all the pizza talk and the wrestling talk, let's get to some plugs. Emile Neyt, let them know how they can be part of our Patreon community where we share pizza with one another.
Yes, so if you want to be part of that community and support the podcast, all you got to do is subscribe to either Patreon or Gank. The links are patreon.com/wrestling podcast and ganknow.com/wrestling2xpod for as low as $5. There's the Discord community, the review content, special discounts sa mga service fees sa pasabay. So the next one, if you want to join in on the next one, and also if you're part of that, you'll get special seats, to our viewing parties, special treatments to our general events. So our podcast is going strong. We're a month away from our 11th anniversary. So thank you guys for all the support, and for those who are going to subscribe, we thank you as well. So again, the links are patreon.com/wrestling podcast and gagnow.com/wrestling2xpod.
All right, nabanggit ni Emile Neyt yung events natin. We can officially confirm that there will be a WrestleMania 41 viewing party. At wala yun sa Hague dahil nasa Skinny Mike's BGC ang ating viewing party for both days. 420, happy 420. And April 21, so that's Easter Sunday, Easter Monday dito sa Pinas.
Woo! Holy pala yun. Yes, those dates are confirmed. More details to follow because we are still finalizing the full details. Many have asked, many have PM'd, many have commented, and this is what you're getting. We're just finalizing the capacity of what's available at Skinny Mike's at the time. By then, sana tapos na yung buong renovation ng bar. We're just really finalizing that so that we can start getting your orders, your ticket orders. So stay tuned for that. Basta we can tell you that it is happening and we will be seeing you there.
Mga boss, may viewing party ba ng NXT Stand and Deliver?
Sa bahay
If you-
mo meron.
Yeah, if you guys want to throw one, you're free to throw your own.
Stand
diba?
and Deliver is happening like midnight at the earliest.
No, it's happening at 3 a.m. dito sa Pinas.
Finalize
Oh,
ba yung start
God.
time?
More or less.
Okay,
Are you guys gonna call that?
Yes,
Oh
we
my
are. So we're doing Stand and Deliver at 3 and then WrestleMania
That's his
41
job,
night 1 at
Emile
7.
Neyt. That's his job.
Man.
I cannot bitch about it kasi trabaho namin yun.
Yeah.
And it's what's paying for the roof over my head.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yun, go stay tuned dito sa Facebook page natin for the details of the viewing party and for quiz night, which is set to happen sometime in April 2025 as well. All right, one last plug. Let's talk about that sweet Converge and Netflix bundle.
Right? If you are still looking for a way to watch WWE legitimately, whether you want it free with your Blast TV or you want it, you want to hear the Netflix broadcast, you want to watch the Netflix broadcast as it happens without the ads, without everything on Netflix, you can get the Converge and Netflix bundles for as low as $17.98. That's basic for 300 Mbps, and the Converge box all the way up to 2298 for the premium and 300 Mbps 200 Mbps speed boost. So you get the Converge box, which lets you have an Android TV box on your TV if it's not a smart TV just yet. And syempre may libre na yung Blast TV subscription and a Netflix subscription packaged in, so you can watch WWE without having to go through the high seas. All you got to do is subscribe via gofiber.ph or go to your nearest Converge booth or call or email Converge at their website. All right.
I just got my Netflix, my free Netflix account the other day, pero wala pa yung box and the modem. So Converge, baka naman.
Oh, wow.
Wait lang. So ngayon ka lang nakapag-subscribe sa Netflix?
No, I was sharing.
No, he doesn't have to. He doesn't have to pay for Netflix separately. Is what he said.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kala ko you've been
nung December pa ako nag-inquire, but I only got my Netflix now. But I don't have the rest of the package yet. So Converge, please.
Let's give Emile his package.
Baka
He needs a package.
Niya.
Oh.
Speaking of playing it, maraming disappointed na wala kang target today.
Yeah.
As you've said in the pre-show, your boy is in a sophomore slump. He has blitzed, if you will. He has blitzed. Last week's episode had broken him, so we offered him a couple of easy targets. He said no, so he decided to be all toxic positive today.
No, because I everything is great in wrestling right now. So I will say that.
Totally sounds like one of the 16 million post 2016, but okay.
Everything is fine.
While the world burns around you.
Albert on YouTube says he needs a play in Nathan featuring Hello Kitty. Ano na?
I mean, a lot of people are doing that. A lot of people are already doing that for us anyway. So
so ayaw mo makisali.
I mean,
it's the perfect time to jump on a bandwagon, and yet here you are saying, no, I don't want to be a part of it.
I'm just gonna say this. Just say no, guys. Just say no.
Alam mo, you know what you're like, Emile Neyt? Para kang yung taong, nakita mo na kami nag-aaway sa book sale, ayaw mo pa sumali. Ayaw mo pang protektahan yung inaaway sa book sale. That's what you sound like.
Oh my God, I just got it now.
If you know, you know. Ro just called Emile Neyt a bitch.
God.
Emile's so soft, he became cinema roll. Hey!
Mabawi ako, guys.
Okay na ka mabawi. The people have to know. Or
Well,
is this a
the time
Lent
is
thing?
right.
Did you give a play name for Lent?
Because I feel like the Seth Rollins one last week was a reach.
It broke you.
No, like I don't want to do it like for the sake. Oh, I just have to present something. You know.
I told you there were easy targets this week.
But no, sabi mo hindi. Wrestling is great this
last
week.
week yung dapat di mo pinilit eh.
Yun nga eh. So,
Ngayon meron, ayaw mo.
Oh.
we're gonna get to the Christian thing later. So
Okay.
Okay, sige. Let's cut back on the roasting of Emile Neyt and get to some wrestling talk. We're gonna start with a tribal chief who made his return on Monday Night Raw during that steel cage match between CM Punk and Seth Rollins, and he attacked both of them. So it looks like yung rumored triple threat at WrestleMania 41 is coming together. Pero ano yung motivation ni Roman Reigns? Like, why do you think Roman went after both of them?
I don't know why he went after Punk. I think he was just mad in the moment, you know? I think it's one of those things, kupal pa rin sa Roman Reigns. He never said sorry to Jay, diba? He never said sorry to any of the other bloodline guys. So he never really turned back into a good human being. So maybe that's that. Seth, obviously we know why he went after Seth, but maybe he just snapped nung nakita niyang kinokonsole ni Paul Heyman si CM Punk.
I would say the same as well. I mean, obviously he attacked Seth because of the way things happened at the Rumble. With Punk, yun yun, I like that shot of him when he saw Heyman consoling Punk, and that basically drove him to attack Punk. So as much as I don't like this being a triple threat, because I've said this before, having a triple threat for just the sake of having a triple threat without any stakes, without any titles on the line, it's just weird. But maybe they could make it work, you know, now that we are only a month away from WrestleMania. So let's see.
Mm-hmm. What if merong stakes, Emile Nate? Like, what stakes would you want?
I think I already brought it up when after we reacted to Elimination Chamber. Na, okay, make this night one main event, and whoever wins gets inserted into night two main event. Make it Cody versus Cena versus the winner of night one.
Yeah.
Will that work for you, Ro?
It's interesting. It's wild to me that Roman Reigns isn't a main event storyline anymore after having been that guy since for the whole pandemic era. So maybe
stuff that we live in a world where we are a month away from Mania at hindi pa rin natin alam kung ano yung gagawin ni Roman Reigns. So
yeah,
I mean we know hindi lang siya. For once, it's not about the championship.
Yeah. There is that. All right, staying on the championship course here, we've got what appears to be another triple threat feud for the Women's World Championship. And I actually like how in-acknowledge nila yung meta-narrative na Io has been looked at as the third wheel. And she responded so loudly by slapping both Bianca and Rhea.
I love this segment kasi yun nga eh, like Io's a champion, but both Rhea and Bianca, like they're overlooking Io somehow, even though she's a champion. And it was the slaps heard around the world. People were cheering so much for Io Sky that I don't think she deserved to be overlooked like that. So I like the direction this is setting.
I think they don't know what the story is yet. Last week it was Bianca causing Rhea to lose the championship, diba? And then now people are insinuating that Io is a third wheel. So I don't think they fully understand what the story is yet, or maybe we're just not there yet. But if I can't pinpoint who the roles are in this story, then parang may kulang pa. So
I mean, what are you looking for? There's a clear champion and there are two clear challengers.
Yeah. And then the clear champion happened to be the third wheel.
Yeah. You know what this reminds me of? This actually reminds me of WrestleMania 20, the storyline heading into the main event. Like Triple H and Shawn Michaels were feuding for the hell of it, but Chris Benoit,
Chris Benoit kasi he won the Rumble.
Nagmukha siyang parang saling pusa eh. Same thing here. The feud was Well, I think originally gonna be Rhea versus Bianca, but Io, she won the championship somehow before Mania, and now she is inserted, which again I love. Like that's after the chamber, that's the thing that I wanted them to, to make for Mania. So
And to
I,
be
I don't think I
fair,
agree with the Benoit comparison. Because if you know your history, the only reason why na-shoehorn si Benoit in that triple threat is because he was banned from challenging for the WWE Championship now on SmackDown.
that's
So there was that mechanism in place, which is why he had to move over to Raw following the Rumble win.
that still makes him no. Medyo, no. That still makes him. It still could have been Triple H versus Chris Benoit, yung story ng Mania 20. Diba? And they still just happened to focus on Triple H versus Shawn Michaels because that was still the bigger drama. It's the same thing here, diba? Like, Rhea lost the title, but why is it suddenly Rhea and Io and Bianca and not Io and Bianca?
Yeah.
So yun yung sinasabi kong, okay, who are the roles here? And I think that's a question we asked ourselves last week about who do we cheer for and who do we boo? Nobody figured that out yet, unless we are all just taking all three women as they are, and bahala na kayo sino cheer nyo kung stand kayo ni Io, ni Rhea, or ni Bianca.
Yeah. Should be fun though, kasi yun nga, ang dami dito sa comments are like, oh, Io, diba? Like, you're all cheering for Io. Io is my bias in Damage Control, and it looks like in this feud, I will be torn between simping for Rhea Ripley and for Io Sky.
Diba? It could have easily just been Io versus Bianca. And with Rhea looking for something else to do. Obviously, there's nothing else for her to do because we're like neck deep in Mania season.
Interesting to see how this will be sorted out with like
Albert,
4 or 5 weeks to go.
Albert has a good point here on YouTube. I don't know if you can see it. He says he just hates how we now have to ignore yung involvement ni Bianca between Jade and Naomi, which is her original story. They just had her win the Elimination Chamber for the championship shot.
Let's say Bianca didn't win the chamber. Let's say she didn't win the chamber, diba? You want Naomi and Jade to fight, obviously, kasi Naomi struck first. Anong gagawin ni Bianca?
Referee siya.
Ano, ikiking Solomon siya?
Yeah. Be the ref. Kasi, remember, the logical progression is still your two friends are fighting each other, and you're here with your attention diverted with just because you so happen to win the Elimination Chamber.
I feel like before the Mania, they have to resolve the whole Bianca Jade Naomi thing,
which they'll do in WrestleMania. I assume.
Yeah. Okay.
It's just funny to me now. You guys insinuated now. Oh yeah, Bianca is probably gonna have to like be yung like Bianca on a pole match or something.
Hindi naman. Just be the special referee, I guess. I feel like that's something to do without feeling like it's always a shoehorning of Bianca Belair every WrestleMania.
All right, last bit from Monday Night Raw. We got to talk about Chad Gable and the Masked Man na merong American-made na lucha mask. Where is this headed?
I don't know. Nobody knows. I guess
think this
Ray
eventually,
Phoenix?
yeah, I think eventually leads to Ray Phoenix.
Pero ano siya, kakampi siya ni Chad Gable or ni Penta?
No, ni Penta. Kasi si Gable yung may tao eh.
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know.
But it's funny. It's funny how this all went down. And they had that backstage segment na pinakita nila na si Chad Gable isn't the guy in the mask. So even though I think all of us feel like it's him in the mask, he just had to play it out for the people. Now, okay, I'm not the guy in the mask. You saw it, right? So
there's literally an American-made logo on the mask.
Si Mr. America daw yun. So I think this will lead to a tag match. I think at Mania. Chad Gable and someone against the Lucha Bros.
Probably Ray though. It's probably Penta and Ray.
Penta and Ray?
I don't know.
As in Mysterio?
Yeah. Well, sorry, Ray Phoenix.
Ray Phoenix.
Ray Phoenix.
I think he's gonna come in as Phoenix. Yeah, it's Rey Mysterio. Feeling
Okay.
ko diabot si Phoenix.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
If Phoenix comes in, do you want them to reform you Lucha Bros? And how will it feel without the hype man?
Well, as we have seen with Chris Van Vliet, Penta can speak English just fine.
Mm.
Parang,
Yeah, I feel like the tag team is the way to go
I
here
mean,
with the
ano bang,
Luchadors.
nainis lang naman tayo kay Alex Abrahantes.
All right, all right. So yeah, let's take a break. When we come back, we'll talk about NXT Roadblock and the big highlights from that MSG show. But first, let's hear from our other podcasts right here on the Pod Network. Let's get to NXT Roadblock, and we got to start with the main event. Stephanie Vaquer winning the winner-take-all title-for-title matchup. She is now both the NXT Women's Champion and the NXT Women's North American Champion, the first woman since Becky Lynch to hold two singles titles. That was all the way back in 2019, 6 years ago.
Wow, it's been a while. This I felt like medyo nabitin ako sa match. Like I expected a little
It
bit
was on
more.
TV. What do you
Yeah,
expect?
it was on TV. Yeah. But it was a good like teaser to a possible rematch down the line. I said this on sa Discord, but I felt like they planted a seed here for a potential feud once Julia comes back.
Yeah, I think that's the way to go naman talaga. What else can you say? That I think we have to hang a banner that says Julia is injured. Julia is injured, guys. So it's on TV. It's a special episode, and you get a TV match, and that's the way it has to go sometimes. So they're capable of better. We've seen that already. So NJPW, and it's best for Julia to rest up muna. And,
Yeah, to heal up. We want our beautiful madness to be 100% once again.
Yeah. And I will say this, it has been an incredible like last 9 months for Stephanie Vaquer, because before her AEW appearance, parang konti pa lang nakakilala sa kanya, and she had a great match against Mercedes Moné. Basically, it skyrocketed her stock to a point now that she is the NXT Women's and the NXT North American Women's Champion. So it's just a great last 9 months here for Stephanie.
Do you guys think na Stephanie now being a double champ validates yung decision niya to start at NXT? So for context, she did an interview last week with Bubba Ray Dudley on Busted Open After Dark, and she told Bubba that Stephanie was actually given the choice to go straight to the main roster, but then sabi niya gusto niya muna masanay sa WWE and learn English, kaya niya pinili muna yung NXT.
Yeah, absolutely. She would have gotten lost in the shuffle on the main roster because it's not as it's sort of super crowded up there. So okay lang na she chose to, get acquainted with WWE, with the Western style, and eventually take control of a pool that is relatively more shallow than the main roster.
Yeah, her decision was fine for me. I mean, yun nga eh. One of the main reasons was for her to learn the language. But she presents herself really well naman, and plus she gets more time in NXT rather than in the main roster. And yeah, she gets to be double champion now. So I think that makes it all worth it.
Say what's up to Jeff Gonzalez, one of our frequent listeners who's watching the stream from Taiwan while he's on vacation.
Hey, Jeff, what up?
Thanks, Jeff. All right.
Hey, maybe there's a rematch down the line.
Do you want to see a rematch?
I think that's a stand and deliver match.
Yeah, that's a stand.
It was a good match. I want to see more of it. I think na pressure, kumbaga, yung Hardy Boys to really deliver a good one with a team like Fraction. Not that they're not good, but sometimes you just gotta have a fire in the ass moment, fire under the ass moment to deliver something good. Some people doubted the Hardy Boys. They're old, Jeff as usual, but syempre, they are legends for a reason, and I feel like they're gonna do it again in a non-TV setup in Stand and Deliver, and hopefully that's when the Fraction breakup will happen.
I want to share this really neat fun fact that I got from yung stats team namin ahead of commentary. When the Hardy Boys debuted in September of 1998, like officially debuted sa WWE as full-time stars, Axiom was 3 months old and Nathan Fraser was 15 months old.
God damn.
Kasing edad ko lang pala si Action.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah, so that was nuts.
Yeah.
Like when I read that, I was like, oh shit.
Is
We are all old.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. Pero I'm gonna go back to what Rose said. Do you really want Fraction to break up? I'd rather bring them. They would bring them to the main roster as a tag team because they're so.
What
good.
I would like more than anything is for Action to drop the Action gimmick. Like what Action silbi.
I actually like it.
Silbi. It's not. It's no longer. The gimmick Action no longer means anything. Now he's just a generic luchador whose gimmick is he's friends with Nathan Fraser.
Tsaka naka-turtleneck siya pag di siya nag-wrestling.
Yeah, well, let's go back to I don't know, A-Kid or find a new name for him.
So we're gonna repackage him again.
Yeah.
Because I think the Action gimmick works. Like
What gimmick? There is no gimmick.
I mean the persona.
The math thing
presentation.
hasn't been a thing since NXT 2.0.
The math is not mathing.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Parang, hindi. Kasi naman, if you don't have to be a masked wrestler, then don't be. That's my thing. Don't be a masked wrestler.
Ano ka ba? Speaking from experience as a former masked wrestler.
Hell yeah. Exactly. Parang, unless the gimmick now is just, you're just a generic, you just happen to be masked. That's it. Like Penta, he just happens to be masked now. Or wala siyang takot and he happens to be masked.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that.
I guess.
Let's talk about Obafemi versus Moose. Big meaty men slapping meat. Did it deliver?
Yeah, it was okay.
Bitin ako with this
Wala ka namang magagawa kasi TV to eh.
Yeah, like,
TV episode.
Oh, so mag-play natin ka na, Emile.
no.
It's like the Brave New World moment. The Thunderbolt Ross moment. The Red Hulk is itching to get out.
I mean, I just expected a little bit more, I guess, because this is the champion. It's
the CW.
Okay. Yeah, but I was expecting that they were gonna have a screwy finish, or maybe the new Shield was gonna attack them, and then we're gonna have a longer match at Stand and Deliver.
Only
there was iba yung inattack nung iba yung inattack nung bagong faction They went for Paige and Javon.
Only one TNA talent can win this show.
May quota pala.
Has been filled.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, bagong nickname ni Emile Neyt ginagamit na ni Jace in the comments, the Oragon Dragon.
Wow.
Unleash the dragon.
How old are you, Jeff? I don't know if you should be admitting the record.
I, for one, know how old Jeff is, and I will not divulge that information on the stream.
Ka lang dyan. Sinasabi ko sa'yo.
Say, Jeff! Anong favorite match niyo from Roadblock, guys?
The Javon Ethan Page match.
The tag championship match. It was really good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
mostly because I do want to see. I do enjoy seeing the Hardys vindicated. Kahit pa paano.
Ako the New York street fight, because first of all they dressed up in their casual clothes, which is, I really love when it's a street fight. You got two guys wearing casual attire, and then the finish. That was insane. It was the cutter while nakarap yung steel chair around Ethan Page. So that was good. That was legit good.
Mm-hmm. would you be disappointed if a street fight happened pero naka-wrestling gear pa rin sila? Like say someone like Pac who never wears street clothes.
This is really what happened in the Hollywood ending.
Yeah. But it wasn't I know a street fight. Wasn't marketed as a street fight. It was just a no.
Oh, tsaka di naman everyday clothes yung suot ni Mariah May nun eh.
Yeah.
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 I
They're
guess.
wearing
Okay.
everyday clothes.
Yeah, sure. All right. All right, let's take another break and then we'll talk about the fallout from AEW Revolution. And oh boy, there is quite a bit to talk about. So let's hear this message from our other podcasts right here on the Pod Network. All right, let's cross over to AEW and talk about the fallout from Revolution. And we're going to start with Kenny Omega introducing the Dynasty International Championship Eliminator Tournament. So we already saw 2 first-round matches kanina. It was also the vehicle for Speedball Mike Bailey to debut as the wild card. So what do you think about the way that they did this whole thing?
I like tournaments. Sige,
Yeah. They sure do love to they love to run a lot of tournaments, as I will say. I like the concept of each competitors coming from different countries because it's the international title, so it's supposed to be like, a lot of people outside, a lot of international competitors fighting for it. So it's a good plot tool, for a lot of wrestlers to have great matches, and whoever comes out of it, for sure will have a great match against Kenny.
I like tournaments a lot. Tawag dun, it's the edge that AEW has is that ginagaya nila yung, yung format ng NJPW and Japanese wrestling as a whole, in that it's treated as a sport, whereas WWE leans more towards entertainment. Obviously, AEW still has entertainment. It's more that the competition aspect is more highlighted here. So I liked it a lot. You can spot that, almost all or pretty much all of the contenders to tournament are mid-carders, but it's a mid-card championship. So it's, I don't know, it's not a bad thing for that to happen. So really good showcase for Mike Bailey to come in. He balled, and if you didn't know about Mike Bailey, although if you're watching AEW, you probably know about Mike Bailey. But for those who did not, it was a really good introduction. Wala siyang palya doon.
So the other participants in the tournament, Cassidy, Hechicero, who's been eliminated, Beast Mortos, who's been eliminated. So right away, dalawang Mexicano tanggal. Shibata, Ricochet, Mark Briscoe, and Mark Davis. Yeah, kind of weird na right away. Oh, okay, luchadors, tanggal kayo agad.
Ricochet's champ. It's Ricochet's tournament to lose.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, who do you guys think will come out of this tournament on top? And
not Hechicero.
Yeah, we'll pretty much nail it on the head. This is for Ricochet to, Ricochet to win. Because this is his reward after being such a great foil to Swerve Strickland.
Jeff asks, will AEW ever drop the F-bomb? MJF has many moons ago. He has said the word fuck on AEW TV.
It has happened.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. Let's talk about Swerve. See, Swerve Strickland, now we know na he's got his eyes on Dynasty. It's an event that means so much to him kasi dun siya naging first black AEW World Champion, and he's calling his shot. Gagawin niya ulit, sabi niya, at Dynasty. And it doesn't matter to him whether it's Mox or Cope who exits the street fight next week as AEW World Champion.
It's good. At least you don't have to wonder when the championship match is happening. Not like the Christian contract, diba? At least may hard stop ka na. And assuming they're gonna really put the championship back on Swerve. At least there's a countdown to when this is happening.
Yeah, I mean, I do like how he related it to last year's Dynasty. Now, okay, that at last year's Dynasty, that's when the coronation happened of Swerve, and this year he wants to have a repeat of that to make Dynasty as his event. So yeah, this pretty much makes sense. They're really running back Max vs. Scope for next week. Which
Well,
is
this time nobody's there to interrupt with the contract cash in.
Oh, I don't know about that, but okay. Maybe this is the
So
last one.
then, will you come back and play a Nate on this?
Let's just see what happens next week. At this point,
it's a street fight. It's really hard
Yeah.
to fuck up a street fight.
Yeah, it is.
If
Yeah.
if
Wait,
if you turn in a boring street fight, it means you did not try.
was the match Revolution not like a street fight?
was not.
just a
No,
regular-
it was
Oh
just a
my.
standard singles match.
I mean, with the events leading up to it, I was thinking it was gonna be some sort of a stipulated match, but okay.
Wala.
They should have done the street fight.
The
at
only
Revolution,
pseudo
but okay.
stipulation that they had was that Cope took out the rest of the
Death
Death
Riders.
Riders.
For it to be like a fair 1-on-1, diba? So,
Oh.
okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
But now you have all of this speculation, diba? Pati si Jay White, inaccuse siya ni Renee, diba? Na parang, did you do that on purpose, etc., etc. What did you guys think about that line of questioning kay Jay White?
It's very Chekhov's gunny, if you will. Why bring that up if it isn't gonna, diba? If it isn't gonna be
It is if it
used
isn't gonna
later on.
play.
So now that you mention it, now that you mentioned that, I feel like Jay White's gonna involve himself in the finish again of the street fight.
Kung kailan wala ng contract si Christian
Ah.
Cage.
Yeah, so that Cope wouldn't lose clean.
Okay, since we mentioned Christian Cage, and since Emile Neyt does not want to go play a Nathan on Christian Cage, let's talk about him. And let's ask why Christian is actively making himself look silly on TV. I listened to yung backstage vignette niya, diba? Right before Nick Wayne stepped up to him. And it's like, even as a heel, hindi ko ma-rationalize yung heel logic niya. His mental gymnastics didn't make sense even in the context of a heel try to save face. Like, medyo mukha siyang tanga.
Di ko na-gets yung sinabi na kanina na he signed a contract for a one-on-one match with
No, that's not the part that's typical heel stuff. That's your typical palusot na if you're a
John
heel.
Moxley is a champion. So
No, that's your palusot. But
Okay.
to the bad part about this is that yung meta narrative is that we know now that Christian was the one who came up with the idea, diba? To cash in. Obviously in kayfabe it's his idea, but in real life it was his creative decision to have a failed cash in, have failed Seth Rollins cash in. So now he's trying to justify that, or not the one justify, but he's trying to justify himself as a heel character by claiming that it's not what he did. It's very Donald Trumpian, diba? The way that's the thing that you can point to, but the only way this makes sense is and it's only just coming to me now. The only way this makes sense now, the way that him making himself look stupid makes sense, is para magtiwalag yung entire patriarchy against him, or at least Nick Wayne against him. So that's the only way it makes sense to me that he's deliberately making himself look dumb. But given the context of the cash in, that's not quite why they did that. So maybe this one is a band-aid solution to that dumb move.
Yeah, sobrang labo din talaga eh. Like him doing the cash in is something that is so out of character for Christian to do, especially if you've been paying attention to his character arc in AEW, because he has done the cash in thing before.
Oh.
So he knows how it works.
He knows how to cash in.
He knows how to cash in. And so for him to like do that, I know there could have been other million other ways to make this look logical. You know? And pero kung atat na talaga sila to get rid of that contract as a plot device, then they got it out of the way. So maybe
I,
it
I,
wasn't.
ju- I just feel like Nick Wayne suddenly growing a pair was them trying to fix the situation. Kasi uh, they knew that Christian looked up. Like, I think everyone, if they didn't know before it happened, they definitely know after it happened that Christian looks fucking stupid as hell.
Yeah.
The character looks fucking stupid as hell. So at least now there's a logical response from someone associated with Christian. Wait, why am I following this guy when he just looked really dumb? Diba?
Yung nagustuhan ko from that backstage segment was Christian calling out na, teka lang, yung nag-i-interview sa akin, asawa ni John Moxley. Thank you for actually pointing that out because no one else pointed that out.
No, somebody did point that out. Diba? Somebody else did that.
Jay?
When Renee had to say na ano, diba? Na the John Moxley she
no, she was interviewing Mox herself.
Yeah, interviewing Mox.
Okay, sige.
Yeah, but like walang ibang wrestler na nagsabi na I'm not gonna tell you my plans kasi asawa ka ni Moxley eh.
I mean, I think
bumawi si Christian dun sa mistake niya.
The closest thing I guess to them acknowledging na mag-asawa sila ni Mox was Eddie Kingston, like all those like years ago.
That's right.
I remember that. Yeah.
That was pre Death Riders.
That's pre Death Riders. Like when Eddie Kingston went up to Renee and told her that he has to like ayusin niya sarili niya, diba? That's the closest thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, ang dami pa ring logical leaps and I have no idea how they're gonna work through it.
I mean, you can mess up. You can fuck up creatively and narratively, sure, as long as you fix it in post.
Fix it in post ang put.
Pero ako, like, honestly, I'm not as agitated with the Death Riders anymore, knowing na I feel like Swerve
number one
Swerve is
contender.
gonna win at Dynasty. We're only like,
What if Swerve doesn't win, Emile? What if Swerve gets choked the
Red
F
Hulk
out?
will come out. The Red Hulk's coming out.
What if Swerve gets his head stomped through a cinder block like in
I'm
Lucha
putting
Underground?
all my faith in Swerve. They have to do right by Swerve here. They have
Wow.
to.
Kaka-Black
Have.
History Month lang eh.
Like the cool thing, okay, I can forgive them. Like, okay, okay.
Paano kung di nga mangyari, Emile? Hindi mo naman control eh. Hindi mo naman kumpanya yan eh.
I will just trust TK to do the right thing here.
You're not answering the question, Emile Neyt.
Di nga naman sagot kasi the Red Hulk will come out.
But you're not the man with the pencil.
No, I was agitated before because I felt like there's no direction with this whole thing. But now there's a clear vision.
Oh, sige, ito. We've clearly strayed away from yung original Death Riders versus the heart and soul of AEW feud, diba? Like, that's what Orange Cassidy was supposed to represent. What do you guys think about the fact na parang wala, kinalimutan na lang natin. It's like AEW or the rest of AEW in kayfabe decided na, fuck it, let's not defend our turf. Kasi we are all weak.
I think what they're doing instead of that is fast tracking the end of the story.
Yep. Yeah.
Yes, it is very bad though. If I were booking the show and if it is true that Swerve is to win the championship at Dynasty, I would do the WrestleMania 40 thing. Like have everyone who had been wronged or had been attacked by the Death Riders come out and help Swerve win.
So si Brian mabubuhay na maguli.
Oh, gago.
Yeah.
Fuck
Good
yeah.
Brian's back.
Brian has been backstage, if I see reports correct. If you want to save something of this honestly, unfortunately disappointing story, do the Avengers thing, do the Endgame thing. Just do that, because at least you honor, even if it's derivative of WWE and Marvel. At least you were honoring the people who were attacked by the Death Riders this whole time. Diba? Starting with Brian, to have Brian be the John Cena.
Oh, diba? Yeah.
Like have the past how many months? 9, 6? How many months has it been?
Yeah, 6.
Have it mean something. Asa nila lahat kay Swerve kasi Swerve is like the fucking most over babyface in the company.
Yeah, he's the number one guy right now. And if he doesn't win, then I'm gonna be like completely disappointed.
So sana hindi manalo si Swerve para magka-play-anitin tayo. 10 episode.
People are saying na I think na they're waiting for Darby. Please no.
Why not, Emile? Why not?
I mean, gano ba katagal yung pag-akit sa Mount Everest? It could take like years. It could take a year.
Excuse me?
Are we gonna like wait for that?
Do you know how to climb a mountain? What's happening here?
Yun, si Darby Allin, isang taon mamumundok.
Like, gano ba katagal?
What? That's gonna take him like a few days at least.
Hindi, a few weeks naman.
Yeah. Siyempre, preparations pa yun. Let's not wait that long, guys.
So, makawain ka ni Ina?
Para kala mo naman, na-recruit siya na mamundok. Taon pa lang hihintay ng puta.
I'm sure people would pop for Darby to come back.
Mm-hmm. Yep. All right.
Let's not wait that long.
Siya yung isa sa mga unang biktima, di ba?
Yes.
Yeah. There you go.
After OC.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. All right. Let's take a break and we'll talk about the women's scene here in AEW after this message from our other podcasts right here on the Pod Network. All right, let's get through the last stretch of the podcast. We're going to start with a question from YouTube. So, sino yung nagtanong, Ro?
Yes, JM is asking, how is the streaming of AEW pay-per-views, well, it started with Revolution, on Spot TV now? We don't know because you couldn't sign up for Spot TV.
Yeah, that's okay. That's my play name of the week.
Meron pala eh.
Come on!
Because
let's go.
Because last Monday, I was trying to access the app. Kasi pabiyahe ko pa uwi. So I was like, okay, if I could download this off of that platform, that would be great, right? Like I could watch it on the way back home. And then when I was trying to register, I was trying to enter my phone number and ayun, wala.
Wala dumating na OTP.
Invalid. Like, ilang ulit na ako.
Sa akin wala dumating na OTP.
Sa akin, like, invalid phone number. Like,
you're not supposed to put the 0 in. You know that.
Yeah,
right?
I know how it works. But like I cannot register my phone number. So I was frustrated. I was like, okay, sayang naman nitong app na to. Could have been a great way for me to watch Revolution while on the way home, and they disappointed.
Yun lang, where's the anger, Emile Neyt? Kala mo ba, agitated ka?
Baby steps. This is already a good step for you.
My disappointment is on the app. So Spot TV should have been better.
I was trying on web, and pumasok naman yung phone number. It's just that I was not getting any OTPs.
Oh god.
So I was resending and nothing came. Sayang kasi I was ready to pay 100-something pesos for the pay-per-view. Kasi sulit sang ka pa, di ba? Super steal. So yun. Now you know, Emile Neyt, that not everything is okay.
Nasira ba yung Monday mo, Emile Neyt?
Di naman, I had to like watch it the next day, which, syempre.
Paano ka nanood, Emile Neyt, kung hindi ka nanood through the app?
Gusto may website ng, tapos may
Remember, when the legal channels are not reliable, people will turn to the illegal channels. So Emile is justified for that.
Yeah.
So pagkatapos ng main event, Emile Neyt, nanood ka ba ng segment sa unang hirit tungkol sa Archery Queen?
You mean?
I was actually what I would like to try actually is the Amazon Prime.
Oh yeah.
Amazon Prime is really cheap here. It's only less than 200.
Mm.
So I will see and try to VPN that.
Pero yung Prime Video dito, hindi siya yung parang if you pay for your subscription, you're gonna get the pay-per-view. Hindi,
is it
diba? Like you're literally paying to view it.
Yeah.
Is it pay-per-view on Prime?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't know. I thought it was like Max.
Hindi.
So
Or
parang din siya sa Thriller. Like you have to pay for the event itself.
Yeah.
Right.
So, I mean, I wish there's an easier way to access like AEW content.
Meron. Spot TV.
Oh yeah, now there is. But you know,
I wonder if they got barraged by messages. Kasi syempre hindi kasi popular. Hindi kasi popular in AEW.
No. Hang on. I wonder kung meron bang mga nagalit na tao na wala naman talagang pambayad to begin with. Pero G silang maghanap ng kaaway. So they're gonna send all of these comments and angry messages at the poor Spot TV social media person.
di ba they announced it the day before?
Bakit daw walang Tagalog commentary sa AEW?
I don't know if it's because of the announcement, Emile. I don't know.
I think
they didn't test it for other countries. I think something's wrong with the Philippine side of it.
Probably. Yeah. Kasi di ba Korean ano siya? Like,
no, it's
Asian.
It's Singaporean, as far as I know.
Okay.
Kasi yung default is Singapore.
Right, so do better next time. Spot TV?
Spot TV na. Okay.
Spot TV, all right.
Wow, napagalitan pa ni Emile. Do better. Like a disappointed parent.
Siyempre, if I'm
do
gonna
better.
If I'm gonna pay
gawa natin ng Jasper, gawa natin ng quote card. Do better. Sa Emile Neyt.
Dapat yung black and white yung super solemn, super serious. Do better, Emile Neyt.
This is great. Oh my god. All right, let's move on and talk about the Megasus. Megan Bayne. She's now being positioned as the next big heel. She took out both Timeless Tony Storm and Chris Statlander and Willow Nightingale all in one night.
I could have done without the Tony Storm attack because now I don't know if that means she's gonna go after Tony. Then is she possibly gonna lose Tony right away? Or what else? Like she attacked everyone else, but who is the first one on the list? Are they all gonna gang up against her? I don't know.
My worry about this one is that kasi bago lang siya, di ba? Like she just debuted 2 months ago. So my worry is they're gonna have her challenge Tony, have her then matatalo siya, and then she's gonna go back to
unless she beats Tony.
Yeah, unless she beats
and then Tony takes her on a months long storyline.
Yeah, like but I feel like whoever is the next in line to feud with Tony's really gonna have a hard time following up the Mariah feud. But I'm okay with this. I mean, she is, she is a threat. She looks the size, she looks imposing, and I'm looking forward to how are they gonna cook this feud. Because this is different now from the Mariah May feud. This is a whole different dimension of the timeless Tony character that they're gonna explore here.
Yeah, Megan Bayne is a legit 6-footer. She is literally bigger than you, Emile Neyt. Pwede ka niyang i-Lauren Phillips. If you know, you know.
Pwede ka rin niya i-F5.
Yes. But I like the Lauren Phillips comparison better. Right, staying with the women here. Eto, we gotta talk about Mercedes Moné. We don't really get to talk about her much on the podcast. And it feels like the money match, so to speak, is Tony versus Mercedes. Pero do you guys feel na parang sobrang tagal nung pag-keep away sa kanilang dalawa? Yung tipong halata na puro side quest yung ginagawa ni Mercedes ngayon.
There's definitely saving it for All in Texas, is what I'm saying.
I think wala ka rin naman magagawa because Tony was really busy with Mariah. And Mariah and Tony was the money story, is the money story. Diba? So I don't think there's not much you can do with that. It's more of a problem with not having a similar story for Mercedes. Parang, okay, di nyo in-effortan eh. Like, Athena and Billy had their own story. And they still have their story. Tony and Mariah have their story. and then there you have no one for Mercedes at all. Union problem. I don't think it's more a problem of the money match not happening. It's really a problem with Tony Khan has seen fit to just have Mercedes go through a revolving door of challengers.
Yeah. I agree with that. Plus, tama si Isaiah. There's no story there yet. With your story that they could like, cook up with these two. It just so happens that they are like two of the most popular wrestlers on the roster, but they don't have any history. They don't have they don't have anything like to hook us on like for potential feud, except for maybe pitting two of the biggest stars at the biggest show of the year, which is going to be at All In this coming later this year. So that's why I'm saying maybe they're saving this matchup for the biggest event of the year.
Mm-hmm. All right. Pag nagka feud na sina Tony and Mercedes, should both of them still be champion?
One of them should be, I feel.
I think Mercedes should lose a TBS before feuding with
I agree with that.
Tony.
TBS championship is a secondary title. So
Yeah. Make the TBS feel like mid-card championship again, because there was a time for a while when Mariah was champion that the TBS was getting more airtime than the women's world championship. So they had to establish now, okay, the women's world championship is the championship in women's division.
Yep.
And for it to be possible, then Mercedes needs to lose the TBS title first.
Yeah, but who do you have her lose to after she's been
Willow.
booked to be so OP?
Willow
or Chris.
Yeah, Willow or Chris. Yeah, those two. Kasi
Do you
there's
like
also-
na they finally acknowledge na, oh yeah, these girls had a blood feud last year.
Yeah.
And now parang si Willow nag-aalangan pa and Chris is trying to gain her trust.
Yes.
Yeah.
Again, it's as long as you fix it in post, and that's them fixing it in post.
Yeah, kasi medyo they kind of fumbled the heel turn by having her turn face agad-agad eh. So now maybe this is them fixing the initial fumble.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we still don't know why Chris went with Stokely and why she dropped Stokely
No, she explained
so
it
quickly.
na. She explained it.
Did she? I think she
She
explained
did.
it.
It's just not a very impactful explanation.
Well, all right. Sige. Let's get to some plugs as we begin to wind down here. Emile Neyt, what do you have going on? May upcoming stream ba yung Oragon Dragon?
Oy. You got the game.
Yeah, I'm planning to stream some WWE 2K25 content on this page.
On this page.
This weekend.
Let's go.
So probably Saturday or Sunday, but I'll let you know. I'll let you know, guys.
Sa Sunday na para 316.
Yeah.
May show din tayo sa Sunday.
Yeah, you
Ayun
guys have
lang.
next
We
one
will
on
be
Sunday.
you will not be at the show,
Yeah,
but we
I will not.
the rest of us,
Yeah.
we will be watching the show.
Ro, plug the show and the meet and greet.
Yep. This weekend, I think there are still tickets to WrestleStorm 2 featuring Yoshitatsu, Balian Aki, and May Suruga. Go to Dexcon at helixpay.ph. If tickets are not available, tickets for World of the Guard Wrestling are also now available on the same page as well. So go check that out. It's on April 5. No matter which show you go to, we will see you there. I will see you there. But I hope to see you this weekend because it's going to be a big show, the first big show of the year. And it's going to be a lot of fun. And also, if you haven't yet, go sign up for Triller TV Plus. It is only $299 on TrillerTV.com or the Triller TV app. Guys, it's a big steal. You're not just watching DexCon, you're also watching the top independent promotions in the world, in the US. So a lot of GCW's streaming on Triller TV Plus for free, as long as you get the membership, the subscription, and a lot of other stuff as well. House of Glory, Defy, Pro Wrestling Revolver, where the ex-WWE stars, ex-AEW stars, or the current AEW stars are showing up. If you want to see all that big name in the action, Triller TV Plus is where it's at. Go check that out.
All right, Emile, may request si Jeff in the comments. Oragon Dragon create a superstar daw sa
Hey!
2K25.
I will be making the Oragon Dragon Championship, so
Tapos si center plate si Red Hulk.
Mahirap kasi yung face scan sa 2K, sa WWE 2K. Unlike NBA 2K, so it's hard to make my own.
You already have a
character.
face cam. What are you talking about?
That's gawa niya yun ni Migs.
Oo nga.
I
Hindi ba
can't
sapat
import
yun?
I can't import it into
Yes, you can.
2025.
You can use the same file.
I don't have the file. I mean, asking
What?
from him for what? I mean, asking
Okay.
him from him for a while. I can ask him again.
Okay.
O yun na, Jeff, gagawin natin ng ano.
Ay, ano
Cost
pala?
creator wrestler si Oragon Dragon.
Thank you 2K Asia, 2K Games Asia for my copy of WWE 2K25. Go check. It's already up. It should be out by tomorrow for real. If you haven't had the deluxe or the Deadman or the Bloodline edition, standard edition launches by tomorrow at the latest. So go check that out. I'll see you all on the island.
All right.
Yun. Ano tayo doon? Daban-daban tayo doon sa mga kukuha ng game.
Yes.
Sapakan sa Ace Hardware.
Meron
Sa
na
The
nag-request ng 2K tournament. So there is that. Stay tuned.
We will make that happen. Plugs for me, go check out Now Steaming. This week we talked to Caso Santo, who is a club DJ and a Chinoy club DJ who also happens to be a lesbian woman. And she talks about her journey navigating those very specific spaces on the podcast. So go check that out. And for everything else that we do on the show, it's at Wrestling2Xpod for us on TikTok, Twitter, and Blue Sky, at Wrestling Podcast everywhere else. Go check out Tagalog commentary on your WWE shows. Kung may VPN kayo on Netflix, let us know. What you want us to work on. Ito, this week, Carla and I have actually been trying to change things up and to make it a little bit more Taglish, just so we can. We're seeing what we can get away with.
Okay.
Yeah. Tinitingnan namin. Hindi siya tulad ng dati na talagang may English sentence si Carlo. Pero, you know.
Right.
Like, one way or another, we're trying to play with what our boundaries are. Diba? While not cussing. Kasi yun pa rin yung hard no. All right. Thank you so much to Babyface producer Jasper and everyone over at the Pod Network for always putting us over and making us sound good. Thank you to our friends as well from AdPub Hub and Columbia Pictures for inviting us to the Novocaine advanced screening. Our review is out here on the podcast
Emile
feed.
Neyt nun.
Oh, sa inyo nun. Go check it out. Go check out our review of Novocaine. It is now showing in theaters everywhere in the Philippines. And we will see you next week for our picks of the week and our weekend reacts. So follow us at EML_Meister, at Roiswar, at Chino Supersized, at _Stan C. For Romoran,
yung interview namin.
Ha?
Yung interview natin pagdasal nyo kasi naudlot.
Yes, naudlot eh. For Romoran and Emile Neyt, I'm Stan C, reminding everyone to stay safe, stay cool, and don't be a dick. Wrestling Podcast. Out. Later, Outcasts.
Peace.